Hello there and welcome to Progressive Shift. My name is Carlo and I'm the host of Progressive Shift. I'm very excited because today I am sitting here with the lovely Miss Peggy McColl. I'm very excited to be here making the time to see me today. I'm so excited to sit here with you because firstly your energy is so contagious. When I'm around you, I'm always so pumped and ready to go. I just want to take on the world.
I think that's the way you are.
Oh, I don't know. That and a lot of caffeine. That's what does it. But thank you so much for seeing us today. I really wanted to sit down a little bit with you today, grab a little bit of your time because there's so many people that have met you and is always talking about what a phenomenal person you are, what an inspiration you are. But there's also so many things, there's so much more around Peggy McColl, apart from the fact that she's phenomenal at internet marketing and you're a New York bestseller and all these great things that you have done and all the inspiration you give people. But I'd like to share a little bit more about you as an author, how you started, where it all came from, what made you write your first book, all those exciting things, because I'd like to share that.
I like that idea. Well, let me start by explaining when I became an author, I was an unemployed bum. So how's that for motivational?
That's awesome. A lot of us can relate to that.
Yeah, for the first few months, I just sat around my pool in the backyard. That seemed like the thing to do.
Step number 1, when unemployed, sit at the pool in your backyard. It will come to you.
Wrong. That is not step number 1.
If you do not have a pool, buy one from Canadian Tire. That was a plug, shameless plug for Canadian Tire.
There we go. This is too much fun.
You know what? That's great because you know what I love about what you just said is you said, you were unemployed and you saw that as an opportunity. Like,
yes.
So many people is in that situation and they go, oh man, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. The fact that you've seen that as an opportunity is that by itself is already
so I decided
inspiring.
to write the book. Mm-hmm. I decided to write a book, and it's this book right here. It's called On Being the Creator of Your Destiny. And I sat down for an entire month. Now, not the entire month, but during that month, every day I would get up early. I'd get up at 5, and I would sit at my desk, and I would type. And even if I didn't know what to type that day, I would stay there almost like I imagined I had crazy glue that was on my bum and it was on the chair.
And you were not leaving until something came out.
So what I did was I thought, logical format, what is a book? It's a dialogue between one person and another person. So I just wrote out my thoughts as if I'm having a conversation. Yeah. And I realized that after studying, at that point, personal development for 20 years, people need to have a very simplistic understanding of how we're creative and how we're destructive. And I'd read a lot of books, been to a lot of seminars, listened to a lot of audio programs, and I thought it's all complicated. And I really don't like complicated. I like simple. So I thought I'm going to distill all this stuff down. It's like someone threw it all into a big funnel, a big giant funnel. All this information, ways and methods and techniques. And I'm going to let it come out the end in a very simplistic way. And that's why I wrote On Being the Creator of Your Destiny. So I wrote the book in a month. And then I contacted...
A month?
A month.
Wow.
And then
that crazy glue did his job.
Because I had this belief, and I'm going to call it an ignorant belief, that if you write a great book, the buyers will come.
Okay.
Well, nobody was coming for my book. Nobody even knew it was out there.
Wow.
And then I thought, I got to figure out how to market. So I went down to his seminar, and one of the speakers was on stage, and the first thing he said is, if you've written a book, 5% of your job is done. And I was there like, now, in addition to that, I had not worked for a year and a half.
Wow.
I was about $250,000 in debt.
Wow.
I had gone in a big hole. So I'm sitting there going, oh my goodness.
Wow.
Like, what do I do now? And honestly, I was scared. I remember thinking, I wrote a book on being the creator of your destiny. How did I end up in this mess? That was when I, really started my career took off. Was when I learned how to market effectively on the internet. And that was with my very first book. I did an internet campaign. It was a 48-hour special offer. Wow. And people from 26 countries in the world were buying my book. Revenue started pouring in the door. And it really became an eye-opening experience of what's possible.
What is possible when you put your mind to it and what is out there for you to make the most of. Now, what is very interesting, now, apart from obviously writing this book and it being such a phenomenal success, I mean, I'm just looking here on this table. We try to squeeze it all on this little table over here, but there is so many books now. You've written several other books now, and it has gone global. You have it in several different languages. Give me a little bit more detail with regards to that. So, how many books have we written now officially?
7.
7 books.
7 books, and I have over 30 foreign rights, language.
I mean,
contract.
firstly, thank you so very much for taking the time today. I mean, once again, it is phenomenal what you have done. It is so great to sit here and learn from you, and I think so many people out there will take what you've said today and, you know, just take it further, and hopefully their business and potentially their book business or audio business or even idea or message that they have will go further and, you know, change people's lives as well. Thank you so very much.
Hey, my pleasure.
I
hope
appreciate
it was of value to others.
Oh, absolutely. And thank you for being the co-host of Progressive Shift.
Oh, yeah, so let's do this again.
Absolutely, absolutely. So make sure below this you will find a link to Peggy's site as well. You can find a little bit more about her. Make sure you can find her on Twitter and also on Facebook as well, on LinkedIn, pretty much everywhere. Social media, she's all over the place. And then, of course, if she's coming to your city, make sure you come and see her seminar. She's absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it.
It was crap, you know, it was better than nothing. And so
Earthquake.
yes, I'm Peggy McColl, and I'm the co-host of Progressive Shift with marbles in my mouth.